Hey, Kuz. 17 assists for you guys tonight. Another low assist night. Just kind of what have you seen over this weekend of maybe dealing with physicality or just maybe not playing the way that you guys have been playing offensively?
A little bit of both, obviously. I think that, well, one, we've been playing great basketball over the last 10, and to not, be short sighted a little bit collectively as a team. Obviously, we want to come out and play better every single night, but, if I look at these past two games, you know, seeing the pass, making the pass is something that we have to like continue to do, and I think we have been doing that, and we just maybe have a little slippage in that department. Like you said, 17 assists. Another number that you can look at is our 3 points, shot attempts. We're one of the best shooting teams in the league. We should be shooting around 40 a night, and yeah, just playing that type of basketball, playing free. I think tonight we just we kind of let them dictate a little bit what we wanted to do. Certain things wanting, them icing us on the pick and rolls and sending us down, and obviously us talking about it. But instead of like talking about it, just playing downhill, playing our way of basketball, and making them kind of game plan that around us a little bit, and just being the aggressors. I don't think we did that, so just a learning lesson.
Doc had said a little bit. He was like, "Man, sometimes it feels like Kuz is playing just like a little bit too unselfish, thinking about his teammates a little bit more." And he said like, obviously Kyle's trying to find his way and figure some of those things out. So I guess just for you, I mean, we're what about a month in? Just kind of how are you feeling about where you are, how you can help on a nightly basis, and kind of what your teammates are expecting of you and what you're expecting of yourself.
Yeah, I'm an unselfish player. I try to make the right reads and right passes, but I definitely feel that I could be a little bit more aggressive, or being a little bit more of an initiator. I think I've been getting live reps at that for the past 3 years. You know, with number one defenders guarding me every night. So sometimes I find myself a little bit in the corner sometimes, which is naturally going to happen, and that's a lot of times my role and where my placement is on this team, which is fine. But there's a lot of times where I think we can find ways to get me more active in that regard, and I think that's something that we talk about anyways as a team for sure. It's just sometimes we're trying to figure it out in the midst of no practice time, practice really being the games and whatnot. And I think there's like stretches where that does happen, but I need to personally just be more aggressive in that manner, being in positions. And sometimes even in the second unit we're not necessarily the most organized because we haven't played together a lot, and usually that's typically, I would say, my time to naturally do that when the big dogs aren't necessarily on the court. But this is all rehearsal, and we're still trying to figure it out. So hopefully, and not hopefully, we will figure it out. So
You guys were within striking distance in the fourth quarter. They hit you with a 13-0 run. What do you think happened during that stretch there?
we let our heads down a little bit. I think how we played offense and we played on our heels a little bit, not playing aggressive, not being decisive, probably got to us a little bit of overthinking. And when you're overthinking about offense, this game is a two-way sport, going back on defense. And, they had us running and attacking closeouts and then rotations all night. And I think that was just a pretty good lesson for us, something that we kind of needed to play against and to see, because you see how dangerous it is. They're an unbelievable ball club, but I wouldn't say that, they're that much more talented than us or that more athletic than us. So I think it was a really good game for us to really be a part of and see and feel, because that's a good marker for us and how we can play. I believe that. So
18 turnovers tonight. The Cavs are obviously a very long team, and that gives a lot of opponents trouble. But earlier in the season, before you got here, it was a less lengthy Bucks team, a less athletic Bucks team. Now, Jericho Sims here, matches up a little bit differently than earlier in the season against like the Twin Towers that the Cavs have in the front court. But in regards to the turnovers, especially there were 17 after the first quarter. Was length something that was giving you guys trouble, especially in the passing lanes, or do you think it was giving you trouble around the rim at all?
a little bit. I think they crowded us, understanding that we want to play pick and roll basketball, and we want to attack the paint and get those type of looks. Whether it's Brook getting in there or Giannis and Dame pick and roll. Naturally, they tried to down us and ice us on the sidelines, and we just really kept throwing it into the pocket, and they just did a great job of shrinking and swarming us, and we definitely didn't really make the adjustment on ourselves, the players on the court, and we kind of kept just playing in crowded spaces. Also, could be a little bit of our spacing on the court a little bit. I think it's just something that we need to kind of watch and see, because teams are going to do that to us. They don't want us to get the ball into the paint, because if we get in the paint, it's probably going to be 2 points. So, like I said, I think this was just a great learning game for us. So.
Thanks, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.